Hey there, Susan Leahy here from Robert's Rules Made Simple. I wanted to create this quick video because I know that many of my clients are actually going to be planning a board development retreat in the new year, and I want to give some insights for how you can really enhance your board development training so that you motivate your board members to really want to come into those meetings in a way that is productive and efficient. So, tip number one for your retreat, I want you to think about both the content and the context. All right, this is a big one. The content many times is what gets in the way. What are we going to tell our board members? What do they need to know? While all that information is important, I want you to understand that the content is wrapped tightly in this energetic context. So I want you to also answer the question, not just what do we want them to know, what do we want our board members to think or feel as a result of the time, energy, and life they are investing in this board and in your organization? And so it's really important that you come to the retreat ready to do some context building exercises. This is where you really talk about the energy of the board, what you want the board to think or feel, what do you want people to think or feel as a result of their time in their meetings. One of the tools that I use is called the high five context. And so we literally just define, and we have everyone define, what do you want to think or feel at the end of each meeting? We want to feel secure, we want to feel supported, we want to feel seen, we want to feel heard, we want to feel understood. What are your words? What is the context that surrounds the content or the work that you're going to do? So while you're planning your retreat, remember to create a balance in the conversation about content and context, because those two things are always occurring in your meetings. Number two, if you're going to be training Robert's Rules of Order in your meetings, number one, hire me to come in and do a webinar so that I can take that pressure off your hands. But number two, don't try to teach too much of the book. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I find that boards make, is that they don't really scale it down. I provide what I call the 7 fundamental motions, and this really represents the roadmap that we ask all board members to understand. You have to understand how to make these 7 motions as well as how to vote on these motions in order to really increase the productivity of your meetings. So we've talked about content, we've talked about the importance of context, we're talking about providing a viable roadmap related to Robert's Rules of Order, and lastly, it is so important that you make sure that everyone on your board feels and knows that their voice is important. So we have to teach our board members how to properly discuss and debate issues in our meetings. This is a big thing that's overlooked, and I see it really jamming up a lot of meetings because board members don't know how to properly debate and discuss information items or business items. So this is also another category I would invite you to think about in your retreat, so that you're inviting people to think about how they're really bringing their voice into the meeting. There is a difference between how we talk about information items as opposed to how we talk about business items that use Robert's Rules of Order. So hopefully these are some quick tips that give you a new dimension or a new way of thinking about your board retreat. I am excited for you. I want you to know that I am here as a resource. So please feel free to reach out if you need any support with online training or in-person training. My name is Susan Leahy, and I'm the creator of Robert's Rules Made Simple. Happy meetings.